Good morning, welcome back. Just let the birds out, the youngsters of this season. Just let them out and put a bath on the veranda for them. Excuse me. I haven't really spent much time with them lately because we had some pretty bad news. My granddad passed away, and a day before that I was at my friend's funeral, he was younger than me. So we've not had a very good time at all lately. So we've not lost interest in the birds. It's just obviously having that motivation of getting up and doing stuff when you feel like crap, to be honest. Grandad wasn't involved in the sport, but he loved watching the pigeons come home. He came down here a few times to watch the birds come home, and he really enjoyed it. When my dad and his brother used to race at his place and they were teenagers, he used to always ask when the birds were coming home. He was more excited than what they were. Really, really sad. Definitely gonna miss him. Try hard to keep it together, actually. So yeah, it's been a tough time the last few weeks for me and my dad. So today, just literally, they haven't been out since the last young bird race. So I thought I'd get them out and have a bath on the veranda. Got a couple of tipplers here that we bred ourselves just to use for droppers in the future, whether we're racing here or at the new location. We've had some problems with that as well. So a couple of weeks ago, my missus showed me a picture of the loft, and I thought there was a veranda actually built on it. But the loft actually slid off its base because it wasn't screwed down by Eco. So Eco didn't screw the loft floor down to the base, which is unreal, because all the self-built lofts that my father's built, this one here, the one behind us, all the lofts that we've built in the past, what my dad's built, we've always screwed the base, the floor, down to the base. We always have done. And Eco didn't do that. And we've had some quite strong winds lately. And one end of the loft was completely off the base. So luckily it was minimal damage. I mean, there was a bit of cladding on the bottom that was split, but we've managed to get it back on the base, which was a lot of effort. My missus' father had a digger, or has got a digger, and managed to pull it back onto the base and shunt it forward and backwards to get it back on square. So what we've done is we shouldn't have had to do that really, because I got in contact with Eco. It's a lovely loft, it really is, really nice loft. I got in contact with Eco and he said that they've never screwed their lofts down to the bases, because some of the bases are on pad stones, concrete blocks, etc. But ours is a wooden base, so we thought obviously they knew what they were doing, so we thought they'd screwed it down. But being a 42 foot by 6 loft is pretty heavy. I mean, it's a few tons, and it would take some wind to blow it off the base, which it did. It blew it off the base. I wish I took some footage. I'll put a video. I'll put a picture of the base of the loft, what I took, and I'll show it to you on the community section. Just a little photo. But we could not believe our eyes. It was shocking. I got in contact with Eco. He said that there's nothing that you can do. Obviously it's 11.5 hour round trip for them to come down and do something, so we had to do it ourselves. We're not asking for compensation, but what we'd like to have had was the fact that the base, they could have told us that the loft hasn't been screwed down to the base. We'd have done it ourselves. But anyway, it's back on now, and we've used some 150mm screws through the floor into the frame, and I've gone under there with 10 heavy duty 90-degree angle brackets and screwed the floor joist down to the frame. It is a very windy location where they are, so yeah, it's all sorted now, so hopefully we won't have any more problems. I did notice one other thing as well. Being a roofer myself, they didn't torch the roof on properly, and there was felt tacks in the laps with torch on, which is a big no-no. You shouldn't be using nails at all. So yeah, they didn't torch the felt on properly. I know what I'm talking about. I've been a roofer for 10 years experience. I know what I'm doing. So that will be a fixed job when we move up there, because it probably will blow off in some really hard winds, some strong winds. So I think I'm going to fiberglass it when we actually move up there. I was up there yesterday, and it was a really nice, calm day, and we just thought, you know, look at the conditions here, it's lovely, and you wouldn't think that you'd get brutal winds up there. It's right on top of a hill, but anyway, so that's all done. So yeah, so the birds are chilling out. Stock hens are in there. They've had a bath today, this morning. I've done the rest of the birds yesterday. So just scraped out. The hens are on easy bed in there, so I just raked it out, and they've got a bath in there. But the sooner we get to our new location, the better, I think, because well, having a £5.5 loft up there doing nothing is it's not ideal, is it really? So hopefully the market will change, and we'll get a buyer soon. So we'll see. So they're all starting to get the new jackets, going through the molt nicely. So pretty pleased with how they're coming through the molt. As I said, there's a couple of tipplers there that we're going to use for droppers. It's the first time they've been out, actually. I didn't force them out, they just went out on the veranda, had a flip round and come back down. So I wasn't too bothered if we lost them, because we have got the parents, and we can breed others if they go missing. So yeah, I've scraped out and cleaned out the cocks and the hens. We will transfer the races from the young bird season into that loft, but obviously with what's been going on recently with everything, it's having the motivation to do it, because we've been through a bit of crap lately. So it's very unfortunate, and I'm gonna miss my granddad big time. He was well into his birds. He had budgies. He used to love his budgies. He's got budgies at his place now. My uncle's taking them on, which is nice, because obviously they would have had to go to different places and stuff. I did buy him a couple when he was able to go up to his budgie loft or coop or whatever you'd say. I used to keep budgies when I was a little kid. I used to breed them myself, but pigeons have always been the top passion for father and I. So yeah, it's good. It's been a very hard time for father and I as of late, and we're gonna miss him. Definitely, obviously, we used to love coming down and watching the birds as well. So yeah. So they're just out, just having a little chill out, have a bath, whatever they want to do. And in a couple of weeks, when they've gone right through the molt, what we'll do is we'll put the cocks behind us in that section, because if we put the new cocks in with the older cocks now, they'll be fighting all the time. Obviously, just going through a molt, break flights and stuff. So what we'll do is we'll put the older cocks in there. We'll close the older cocks' pens up, so the young cocks can't take their pens. It's just the pens that are available, and that's what we'll do. We'll do that in a couple of weeks. Most of them are through the molt, so it won't be long now. There's a lot of feathers everywhere. Obviously, they're still going through the molt, some of them. And yeah, the molt isn't a very attractive time for the pigeons, really. I mean, some of them look like vultures, but they are getting better now. They're coming right through it. Just a little tip, if any of you, well, I suppose a lot of you actually, everybody uses multivitamins now and again, don't they? So we've spent, well, a lot of money on multivitamins before. I mean, some of them are up 20, 30 quid each for a tub or a bottle. And thought, you know what, multivitamins for a human being is pretty much the same. So I looked at the ingredients of the vitamin content in Wonder Pigeon, and it's, you know, vitamin A, vitamin D, and all that sort of stuff, etc., etc. And I went to Holland and Barrett and got a human one, which is a tropical flavour. But obviously, if you water it down, you make a batch up and water it down, put it in with the bird's water, it'll do exactly the same job. So instead of spending, you know, 15-20 quid on a multivitamin, I got what did we get? We got 80 solvable tablets that go into water and they dissolve, just like Andrew's liver salts. And I just made one up. So that, it looks like, oh, it's like a off pinky colour, so that's tropical flavour. But obviously, if you put it down in with your fresh water and dilute it, they won't taste it as much. And obviously, they, you know, but, and they're, what would I get 80 tablets for, which is 80 doses for £7, just in a glass bottle. Well, that, they don't come in there, it's just a little tube full of tablets. But just put that into the water, and then that's your multivitamin done. So we're going to give that a trial run and see how that goes. We're giving it to them, to the cocks and the hens, and try it on the young ones. That should be okay. So we bought in another addition, another hen for next year's breeding. It's off of Clive and John Jackson. It's Herman Kuster from a full brother of Moneypenny, and off a direct daughter of Go Grizzle, which is a Leaderman. So we'll give that a go. She's a dark grizzle. She'll be in here shortly. Obviously, with everything going on, we haven't had the chance to go and pick her up, but we'll be looking forward to breeding off her this year. So yeah, there we go, guys. I mean, there's not much we can film during the off seasons, but just keep the channel ticking over. We're all having a nice bath, we'll chill out and dry out, and what we'll do is, obviously we have got a few too many of them, so what we're going to do is, the ones that haven't had a race, which is about 8 of them, we'll carry on training them through the winter. And once their molt is completely done, we'll carry on training them until and see if we've got anything left. We'll train them up to about 40 mile probably, and see what's left for next season. Talking about this year's racing, we actually had a pigeon back. We've had 2 pigeons back since the last video. One come back last week, and it was a hen. Well, 2 weeks ago, sorry, it was a hen, and she turned up with muddy feet. There wasn't actually much weight off her, so I think she was probably on a farm somewhere as well, but she made it back. And we've had a cockbird, I think, as well. One before that, we had a cock back. So they are slowly making their way back. We're still about 10 missing, I think, but yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you guys had a good racing season. You're getting all prepped for breeding. I think Father and I are going to make some new boxes for the stock loft, because the ones that we've got in there now, obviously ply does wear, doesn't it? And obviously scraping them out, and it splits the ply and it starts splintering and such. And yeah, we're going to make some new boxes, I think, for the new year, for the new breeding season. Whether we're here or at the new location, we can always take them with us. We make them out of cable flooring, which has got the anti-moisture coating on it. It's like a green coating. So we'll be using that, and we'll do a video, an update of when they're all done, but I'll probably do an update before then. It all depends on when we get the materials and stuff, but there you go. We'll keep you in the loop. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you're having a good off season, and we'll see you soon. Enjoy your pigeons. Cheers.